Welcome back to Miami Moms, where we talk about all kinds of subjects related to you, to parenting, our husbands, really anything you want to talk about. That's what's so great about this show. It's interactive. You are a part of it. You can always reach us with your questions or concerns or comments through Twitter, through Facebook. On Twitter, we're at Miami Nonstop. Go to Facebook and we're Miami Nonstop, or if you want to ask me a question directly, I'm Pam, NBC Miami. All right, so to tackle one of the subjects that we've been talking about today, and we've been discussing goals and goal setting for our family and for our kids, we're going to bring in one of the experts, as we're going to do throughout this great show, Miami Moms. And today, talking with us about goal setting is Dr. Roni Leiderman. She's the Dean of the Mailman Segal Institute at Nova Southeastern University. Great to have you, as always.
Great to be here.
All right, so we heard some great tips earlier from one of our moms who actually has like this board that they put up, and they put their goals on the board so they visualize it. Great idea?
It is a great idea, because most children and most adults are very visual. They need to see something, see what their goals are, see what they need to do, and something very concrete to know if they're achieving what they want to do.
All right, and it's very, very tangible because they can look at it and read it. And then obviously as you meet those goals, you can kind of take that one down and maybe put another goal up there,
Feels
right?
Good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really
when
does.
You accomplish something, that big check off on your list is the same for a child. When they see something they've accomplished, check it off, take it off, put something new, it feels good for the kids, and it teaches a lot about responsibility and gives them self-esteem.
All right, let's talk about setting goals for families with children of different ages. When they're little, how complicated can you get? You really can't, right? It's got to be pretty darn simple.
Very simple, very concrete, something like put your toys away.
Okay.
Or something like put your pillow back on the bed and put your sheets back on top.
Right.
Something very concrete, very simple. The last thing you want to do is make it so that children cannot accomplish what they're setting out to do. Make them feel good. That's really the purpose in the early years for goal setting.
And is it okay to reward them? I mean, I've heard of parents who actually use like stickers, and they can use those for points towards buying, let's say, gum or candy at CVS. Is that okay to use rewards?
It depends.
Okay.
We really want children to be intrinsically motivated so that the task itself feels good.
Okay.
Because if we get too much involved with stickers and candy at CVS, what we're going to do is get children that are looking for rewards to do things that they need to do. So the best thing is to high-five a child, say, this must make you feel great, and not worry so much about the stickers. As children get resistant to certain things, like they have to do, maybe they really need to brush their teeth at night, it's not a negotiable issue.
Right, it's a health issue. You have to do that.
Then maybe you want to give a sticker for every time they brush their teeth, so at least they can see something tangible. But otherwise, let's see if we can get our kids intrinsically self-motivated.
All right, tell us then about middle school kids and high schoolers. They're smarter. They know how to work mom and dad here. So how do you work on goal setting with them?
And stickers won't work anymore.
No.
So that's why you want to set the stage when children are very young, to feel good about their goals. So when they're in middle school and high school, you want to talk to your children and make sure that they buy in to what their goals are. So maybe something as simple as doing your homework as soon as you come home from school. Your child has to buy into that goal. It's got to be a family discussion, and there's got to be clear acceptance by your child before you really set those goals. There are some things, of course, that are non-negotiable.
Okay.
Little guys may be brushing your teeth. Older children might be coming home at a certain hour.
Right.
A goal could be you need to be home every day at a certain time. It might mean helping mom with the dishes. Whatever it is, at least make sure there's a discussion, there's a dialogue. You're not imposing on your child, rather there's buy-in.
And this should be something, too, that the whole family's involved. I mean, getting mom and dad to set goals, maybe even as a couple, right? That's not such a bad idea.
It's a wonderful idea. Family meetings, if you can do that once a week, are great ways to really open communication and dialogues.
Okay, and we were talking earlier about that whole, the mom who was raising her child as like the Chinese model, and some people really pushed back and thought she was being too hard on her children. Can you be too hard on your kids and push them away from you?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, there's a fine line. There's cultural differences, there's family differences. Every family has a unique set of standards as far as what's too much, too strong. But you need to reflect and see how your child is doing. Is your child overly stressed? Are stomach aches happening in the morning before they go to school? Is your child afraid of you? You don't want that to be part of your family culture. So self-modulate your own expectations and make sure you're supportive of your children's needs, wants, and their developmental expectations.
And probably too, you know, our final thought would be, if you have any questions, you can always talk to your pediatrician or talk to somebody like you too to make sure you're on the right path, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Lots of resources in our community.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much, Dr. Roni Leiderman, as always, with her expert advice. And of course, we're going to continue to talk with her throughout our Miami Mom series. So if you have any questions for Dr. Leiderman, send them to us on Twitter or Facebook, and we'll make sure to get them to her. Stay close. More with the ladies coming up when Miami Moms returns.